Hey girl.
Good morning, Justin. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Still trying to get over this crud.
Well, I was gonna ask how
Two
you were
weeks,
feeling.
yeah, 2 weeks in school. Let's see, first of the week, I had two with a sore throat. So here we go.
Bless you.
It happens every year.
And poor Lois, she had to have emergency surgery on her hand. I was on one of the meetings with her the other night, and I don't know if she forgot or whatever, but yeah, she said she was having trouble with her hand, and she ended up sending me a picture last night. She said, "I ain't about to have surgery." I was like, "Well, bless your heart."
My goodness. Yeah, so I actually slept late this morning.
I wish I could have. We had two calls last night, one right after the other. So I've been up since 2:45 this morning.
Oh, geez, I don't see how you do it. Ooh,
I'm just at that age where if I get woke up after a couple hours sleep, I'm up and there's no
well,
going back to
yeah.
sleep.
All right, everyone, we got about 3 minutes. I'm gonna wait for a few more people to join us, and then we will get started. Hello, Kimberly.
Hello, how you doing?
How are you this Saturday morning?
You tell by the noise I'm working.
Yeah, I was actually sitting here doing lesson plans before the Zoom started, so.
Justin, you haven't left yet?
What's that?
You haven't left yet for your 2 week cruise?
Oh, we're gonna leave out Friday night about midnight and drive down to Orlando. Our little one, Caden, he doesn't do too well riding long distances. He'll get sick, and so we're gonna let him stay up all day during
Mhm.
school, and then throw him in the truck about 11:30, and we'll hit the road about midnight. And I'm gonna stay up all night Thursday night, then take a nap later in the afternoon on Friday, so I can drive through the night. So
So this is the 2 week cruise. Is this all right? Tell me. I remember you posting it, but I don't remember which one it is.
this is Star. Yeah, I'm doing 2 weeks on Star, and then we'll come to convention in November, and then Jennifer, she wants to have a certain status in Alaska, so I'm going on a solo cruise in November, which I'm excited about, but I'm not looking forward to because it's just I'd rather her be there with me, but
Yeah,
I'm I'm taking
absolutely.
I'm taking one for the team.
Let's see, Star of the Seas. My son Jarrett, he just got back from Star of the Seas. He was on that inaugural
The
cruise.
showcase.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
I'm
He come
excited.
home, he come home with all sorts of kind of free goodies like that he had in his room, like
Yeah,
tons
yeah,
of
they
stuff.
get yeah they give swag out on the inaugural cruises. Um,
Yeah,
the one that we're going, the first one, the 31st was supposed to be the original inaugural.
that's
Um,
right.
I mean they always do their shakedown sailings, but um, yeah, they since it got done early, they put those influencers on there, and it's so funny. Everybody's up in an uproar that they did that, and I mean, they're smart. It's a business. They're walking billboards, so you know.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Absolutely.
so there'll be swag and stuff for us on the first week or two as well. So we'll get back to back. I'm more excited about the crab leg lunch. You
On the Alaska cruise.
know on Star for
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. I forgot they did that on the first day. Yeah, he sent me a picture, a plate full of crab legs and steak and I don't know what all else, but yeah.
yeah, I'm not sure if I don't know if I think they do it on Oasis and Icon class ships for Royal. I know the Icon they do. So yeah,
Uh-huh.
we
Yeah.
we get a special. And when you do a back to back, you get a special lunch with Royal too. So
Oh, okay. I'll have
Well,
to keep that in mind.
yeah, so you get a special lunch, and then I'm gonna eat my special lunch, and I'm gonna get some more crab legs.
Don't blame me, I would too. All right, guys, good morning. This is just a Q&A session, so everybody just gets the floor, have any questions, and I'll do my best to answer all that I can. And got my colleague here with me, Justin, so he can jump in and chime in too. He's a good old feller and knows quite a bit. So my name is Nicole. I've been with Cornerstone since April of 24, I believe. Um, I just got introduced to it by a friend and I never thought about it. I've always enjoyed cruising and traveling and I've booked travel for people. And I was like, well, you know what? I can do this. So here I am. I'm a full-time teacher. We just started back to school 2 weeks ago. So I've been busy every night because I bring home my whole classroom every night. So hopefully that'll get better in a week or so. All right, guys, any question? You want to just introduce yourself? Let us know where you're at in the company or how long you've been with us, what kind of questions you got.
Good morning, I'm Stephanie. I have been with the company. I think I'm going on, I just finished my 3rd week. I've decided, I just retired a year ago from teaching, so I've decided this is like teaching. I put in a whole lot of hours and very little pay, so it's a good thing I like traveling like I liked teaching. So,
Yeah.
I did this, I signed up under one of the somebody I follow on social media,
Mhm.
just listening about why not be your own travel agent. I
Mhm.
mainly signed up because I'm retired and wanting to do a lot of traveling now and for the additional perks. And now
Mm.
I've accidentally gotten a client, and so I've booked my first cruise.
You
And so
accidentally got
I've
a
been,
client.
she literally was walking down a hallway and overheard me telling my mother-in-law, "Hey, I just signed up. I'm a travel agent now." She turned around and came back and asked me to book her a cruise. So
Well,
I did,
hey.
and it's going okay, but this is fun. I'm enjoying all of the since I'm an educator, I do like all of the training
Mhm.
classes and
The learning opportunities.
so and I live close to Galveston's only like we can get there in 5 to 6 hours.
Okay.
We're in Northwest Louisiana, so
Gotcha.
we're not far from Galveston, so it's an easy ride to get down there.
I'm way down South Alabama.
Okay.
hmm
Well, I
Um,
could tell you had to be Southern when you said Justin's a good old feller. Not many Northern people use that term. I just typed that word in a text yesterday, so I was like, I know she must be a Southern girl too.
that's right. That's right. Um, I do have to say that there is a lot of trainings for us with this company. And it can be overwhelming. So, every time I get a one-on-one, I say, look, it is a lot. It's not hard. It's just a lot of information. So don't overwhelm yourself with, all of it at one time. A lot of them will like say, okay, I like cruising, so I'm just going to focus on cruising for a little bit. And initially, when I started, that's what I did. I just focused on cruising and then just kind of added as I went because, oh Lord, I couldn't have done it all at one time and trying to teach and everything else. So I
Yeah,
love
because
that I get
teaching
to do
takes up a
this.
lot of your time.
Hmm
So I do have a question about that.
Okay.
I always buy the travel insurance on a cruise I'm taking. So now that I know I'm going to be doing a lot of cruises, plus we also travel in our RV.
hmm
I had been looking at purchasing like a year-long through Alonzi or however you say that before I
hmm
started this. So would y'all recommend that that's a good idea, just do the year-long policy because I'll be traveling so much? Do y'all use
Absolutely.
Alonzi or Chubb?
Well, initially when I first started, Chubb was our only insurance that we could use, and then the what is it? How do you say it? Alliance or
I don't know.
I
uh,
pronounce Allianz.
Allianz?
Allianz? That sounds more sophisticated.
Yeah.
I'm sure that's how you
Um,
say it.
I'm not familiar with that one just because I've just kind of stuck with Chubb, but now I did do me a yearly, an annual policy, and the coverage is 10 times better for less the money you're going to pay for one cruise for insurance. I would highly recommend it. Either company, I think, are great companies. So it's just a personal preference, I think. Do you know a lot about Allianz? I haven't really dug into that one yet,
I do
Justin.
not. I just I had seen it a lot just on social media and
Mhm.
people talking about it. So I don't really know anything about it.
If you go back, I think April, May, Johnny done there's a recording that Johnny done. And also just keep in mind when you're purchasing trip protection for yourself or for your clients, the only thing that's covered is the cruise. So at least with the third party protection,
Mhm.
it covers everything. So
Yes, and I've actually started letting my clients know that too, even if they're just doing one cruise. My daughter just booked a little weekend cruise for her and her husband for their anniversary, and I told her, I said, we're not going to pay that for that cruise insurance. I said, let me look at Chubb. Well, it was only $59 um, for just that trip, but now it covers their personal travel on the way. It covers everything. And like for me, like if we go to the beach is 2 hours away from us. As long as you're an hour away from your home, that policy will pick up and cover an accident.
So is it just for like cruising or flying?
Mhm.
Does it like we do a lot of RV trips? Will it cover anything for that?
Mm-hmm. As far as I know, it doesn't have a specification on type. Now you can go in there and specifically put cruise or flights. And when I chose this one for them for their weekend cruise, I added emergency evacuation. It was like $2 to add it to their plan. I mean, it was a cruise. It's hurricane season. You never know. So for $2, yeah, I stuck it on there. From what I read, as long as you're an hour away from your home and you're spending the night somewhere else, that policy will pick up.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. All right, guys, it's not going to be a lot of fun if y'all don't get on and ask some questions.
I have a question. My name is
Yep.
Lisa.
Uh-huh.
I'm in Oregon, so I'm not near Cruiseport, but I do want to do a lot of cruising at some point when I retire. But right now I work. But I got into this because I've always wanted to be a travel agent forever. And kids and life happen, and you don't do what you want to do.
Yeah.
So I kind of fell into it as well this year. I saw something and I'm like, oh, what is that? What's a host company? And I kind of looked into it and I went, oh, I think I'm going to look into it. Yeah. So anyway, I've done a lot of training, and it's just it's just something I've always wanted to do. So it's very exciting. My question is though, I am just trying to start just with friends and family with booking.
Mm-hmm.
I am just starting little, and I was trying to do some hotel bookings, and I am finding it's hard to find anything that is going to beat some of the other sites, just in hotels, even though I'm
Mm-hmm.
looking, through Expedia Tap and Snap and the Marriott. I was wondering, does anybody have any suggestions on I know we can't use our own travel agency, discounts that we get. But how do we? Where should I go? What should I look for just hotel rooms? What is a good suggestion?
Well, we have several. We have several.
No.
Just me personally, I usually, especially if it's for myself or for family, I look at Expedia and price agencies. To me, they just have some of the lower rates.
I kind of
Um,
forgot about price agencies. I don't know why. I
mhm,
think it's because I've
mhm.
had so much training. It's like trying to pull it all together. Yeah.
And our BDM for price agencies, Monica, she is amazing. I've had one issue, and it was just with the personal booking, and I asked her about it, and she got right on it and fixed it. So,
Okay, all righty.
there's Beds Online. I have not used it personally, but that, if you're doing friends and family, that's what I would pick because it to me, I found cheaper rates. But I just
On
kind of
price
compare them too.
agency.
I compare
Okay.
them usually. I usually kind of do compare Expedia and price agencies just because those are the two I use the most. But
Right.
we have several platforms that offer just good hotel rates.
I know, and I've been looking, and that's what I was kind of noticing, though, that it's hard to find something better than what they're finding already on their own. But I hadn't looked into price agencies, so I think that'll be the next thing I look at today. I'm at
And,
work right now.
and a lot of times that happens. What we can offer them may not always be a lower price. But I like to tell my clients, but you get a peace of mind that if there is a problem or
Right.
an emergency, or you've got a personal contact that can reach out to the BDMs or to, US nations, like whatever we need to contact to make sure we can get you safe or fix the problem, you have that guarantee that you've got a person you can call. Whereas if you book it yourself and you're out there and something happens, what
You're
do you do?
right. Yeah, no, I
So you
appreciate
want to put
that.
input on that? I know, because we hear that a lot. Well, they can get it
Right.
cheaper themselves. Well, we can't always get a better rate,
Right.
but there's a big guarantee that comes with having an agent that works for you.
Right. Well, to tell you the truth, she's booking two different rooms in two different cities, and because they're going up to a thing in Seattle, but they're going through Portland.
Mm-hmm.
And so I booked the Portland room, and I actually had to call Marriott. And so we kind of had to go because their Marriott, the travel advisor site was kind of being quirky. So I called them, and they got me a little couple dollars off of what I was seeing online,
Mm-hmm.
just because the way the taxes were falling. And so anyway, just in our conversation, they're like, you know what, let's go ahead and we'll make it this, and we're gonna, you know, they just did some things for me that I wouldn't be able to get done online. So I did find out that calling is helpful.
Yes, I would say never be afraid to call.
Right.
I've called several times and they're so easy to work with. They will work with you. And a
Mhm.
lot of times you can say, hey, I've got this client and this is what they're asking for. Can you kind of help me do a booking?
Right. Yeah. And that's kind of what I ran into yesterday. So that was helpful. I was just curious. That was mostly my question. And then my other question is the one I did book yesterday is non-commissionable. I still log that into test, correct?
I do.
Okay. Okay. Just so they can track what's going on. And also it just
Mhm.
helps because it's attached to their Cornerstone's number and all that. Okay. That's what I wanted to
Yeah.
find out. All right.
And I'll also add to that, because I have some clients that use me to book their casino offers.
Uh-huh.
And those are non-commissionable, but I put it in and I did find out, I don't know about all the cruise lines, but Carnival pays you $50, even if it's just
Oh,
if it's a casino offer.
oh, interesting. Okay. That's
Mhm.
good to know.
You
All
know,
right.
if other
Thank
cruise
you.
lines do, they do.
Yeah, Royal. I booked my casino for November, and I get $54 because I upgraded to an Ocean View for $2 more. So
Okay. Yeah.
Oh, interesting. Well, thanks, you guys. Oh, I guess I had one other question. Does anybody
Yeah,
have
go ahead.
any suggestions on Las Vegas trips? Is there any particular sites anybody goes through that has done that yet? I've got some
Um,
people I know that want to do a Vegas thing for a birthday.
what all are they needing? Hotel, rental car, flights, or just
Probably
hotel?
no, I would say probably maybe just hotel, but it might include flight. Um, I'm not sure of everything they want, but they might want to do some outside activities that might, so I'm not sure. Do I go through a consolidator or what's the best way to do that?
If they need more than one thing, I would use a consolidator. Also,
Okay,
be sure to check with Viator for
fine,
activities.
sure. Okay.
Mhm.
All righty. That's what we'll do. All right. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Can you elaborate on why you just said if they need more than one thing, look at a consolidator, and then tell me what a consolidator is?
Okay, a consolidator, and let me pull up my app because I've got them all listed. That's where if your client needs, some of these are just hotels. So that consolidator is going to offer you the rental car, the flight, and the hotel bundled. And a lot of times that bundle price is better than if you were trying to go back and do it all separately. Let me tell you.
Okay, well, that makes sense. It consolidates it.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. And I'll tell you some of our consolidators. Because I make me a spreadsheet with everything in there. All right, so Price Agencies is a consolidator, VAX, and I use VAX quite a bit. Um, Vacation Express, Expedia Tap is a consolidator because you can do more than one things with them. Classic Vacations, Beds Online, Room Res. Those are some of the ones that I have. The ones I just personally use the most is VAX, Expedia, and Price Agencies. But I mean, that's just a personal preference. We have several.
Okay.
And a lot of times I just kind of check several before I do a quote, just kind of see where I can get the best price for my client. Does that help?
Yes, it does. I've already signed up, of course, with Expedia and Vax, and because I already had an Expedia account, that's who I use when I book my own stuff. And I'm getting ready to, I'm taking a trip to Memphis in a few weeks, and I'm going to need a hotel. But I just was, and I've used a couple of them to compare prices. And
Mm-hmm.
then I tried to sign up with IHG this morning,
Mm-hmm.
because I like to stay at a Holiday Inn Express or a Hampton Inn. Those are my two
Uh-huh.
go-tos when I'm traveling. But it wanted my CLIA number, and when I went to sign up for that, I'm just being chinchy because it wants the $159, but then it expires at the end of December, so it doesn't prorate their
Gotcha.
membership fee, so but since I don't really have any clients, I just didn't see the need to sign up and burn that money when somebody on the questions on the Facebook group said they usually start their renewals in like November, so hopefully they'll do
I
that in
think that's right.
November,
Yeah.
but thank you for that.
I'm just looking to see.
I was thinking of, my friend was trying to help me come up with some ideas to get clients, and I was
Mhm.
going to look into some of those consolidators. I don't know if people in Alabama go to Branson very often, but a lot of people around here love to go to Branson. So I was going to look and see if I could maybe find like do a group thing to Branson to offer to some of the church ladies or something like that,
Mhm.
and just to drum up some business. So I was going to I guess I'll use a consolidator maybe for something like that.
Mhm. You can sign up with IHG hotels through Cornerstone, through our supplier page, and use their credentials without having to put in that CLIA number. You use that true code that.
Okay, so yeah, I went from the supplier page this morning, so I thought for
Okay.
my agent, it wanted my agent number so I could get the discounts, but I can
Yeah.
put in Cornerstones.
Well, not for that CLIA discount because that is asking as an agent's.
Yeah,
But now we can sign up under Cornerstone.
okay,
You're not gonna get your personal discounts, but you can still use that for your clients and yourself and
okay,
get commission.
okay. Oh, that's one of those that does the either or. You can either sign up through Cornerstone and get the commission, or you can sign up as your agent and just get the discount with no. Okay, thank
Yes,
you for that.
yes. I've been in it this long and I don't have my own CLIA. I haven't gotten into that yet. I just sign up under the agency and just get my commission. I mean, because still, even if I don't have my own CLIA number, like every trip I take, I mean, even if I didn't book as an agent, I'm still gonna book the trip, but as an agent, I'm gonna get paid to go on this trip, you
Okay,
know?
that's what I was thinking too. Like, what is
Mhm.
because to me, it doesn't matter. You're either going to get it on the front end or the back end. So what difference does it make, and save that $159 and then just get the commission?
Yeah.
Okay,
I mean, it's just a personal preference too. There's a lot that want that specific CLIA number and the discounts that come with that.
okay.
Um, but I'm just happy just getting the commission. I
Well,
mean,
thank you for that. I think that's what I may look at doing that.
mm-hmm.
That to me,
Because
that
like you
makes
said,
more sense.
mhm. Either way, like you said, it's going to be on the front end or the back end. And, 3 months down the road, I may need that commission. So,
That's exactly right.
it's like I know that I'm going to have a constant flow of commission coming in. Anybody else? That was the main reason I signed up as well, was just because we do travel a lot. And I was like, well, if I could get commission to go on the trips I'm paying for anyway. Um, and then really all my clients have really only been friends and family. I actually had two from a low community over that just heard by word. And so I book their trips now. But other than that, yeah, it's just been friends and family. I haven't extended out, branched out too much.
Yeah, I don't really expect to branch out myself, but if accidentally, or I have a lot of people that follow my personal Facebook account that love to look at our pictures from all our trips, and maybe some of
Mhm.
them. I have not announced that I'm a travel agent because I was
Yeah.
scared somebody else might say, "Hey, book this
Don't
trip,"
be
and
scared.
I wasn't. The business side has gotten me bogged down because I want to
Yeah.
make sure I've got all the right forms. So I've been spending some time each day trying to, like yesterday, I created a Google form just to send to, if somebody asked me about booking them a trip, and I just made a Google form that I could send them
Hmm.
so they could give me some basic information,
Yeah.
because I spent a lot of time in Canva trying to figure all of that out, and I decided there was just no point in that. I'm not a big agency. I don't need all of that fluff stuff. So, but I do want it to look professional in case someone
Hmm.
asks. So I'm working my way there.
Have
Um,
you checked under the form section in Travel with Cornerstone?
Yes, I have
Okay.
downloaded some of those templates, and I felt like right now some of it was more than what I needed.
What you
And
needed?
but I used it to create my own Google form for just
Yeah.
getting me some basic information. And um I actually used the my Google AI to
Hmm.
I just typed into there, and it gave me a whole list of things I should put in my questionnaire. So
Yep.
I've just kind of been using Google and other people's forms that I've seen, and just kind of tailoring it to what would be beneficial to me.
Yeah. Well, I would love to, just really branch out, but right now, as a teacher, it would be hard for me to kind of maintain both. So that's why, if they contact me, like I book and I've done so, I do quite a bit, but not what I would consider big time. But I don't think that I could handle that and being a teacher right now. Now, when in a few years when I retire, now maybe so.
Right.
Maybe
And
then I
now that
could
I'm
really.
retired, I don't want that to, I'm not gonna say I'm not going to try to branch out. I really
Mhm.
do think I want to do that because I love planning trips. So
Mhm.
I just want to make sure I'm ready on my side before I make my big Facebook post that, hey, I'm
Yeah.
ready for y'all. Come on.
And then you have people calling you like, oh my gosh, what do I do?
Yes, yes. And
Yeah.
plus, I have some of my own stuff. Like I have a cruise booked with Princess in April in the Mediterranean, and I still haven't. I've got to call them next week and get it transferred to me. So I've
Mhm.
got to learn how to do that. And then we're also going to stay for a week in Rome. And so I just watched the video on Viator this morning, how to
Mhm.
make that group listing thing. So I'm
Yes.
gonna go in there and build me something. So I'm gonna probably book some tours and things through Viator while we're in Rome that week.
Okay. Um, let's see. Several months ago, I did my first European trip. I had not done any European travel. I have not been to Europe. I didn't know anything about it. I started doing my research and they just got back. They did it, went in July and had a wonderful time. They had my Viator list to do the activities that they wanted to do. I even researched what was the best way to get around because they did not want a rental car. And the train system really runs everywhere. So that's what they used to go to. Let's see, it was 4 different stops, 4 different cities they went to.
Yeah, we've been to, I've done the British Isle on a cruise. I've done the British Isle through Insight Vacations. And I was going to look up, I don't know if that's one of our suppliers or not. I love them. They were wonderful to work with. But we love, my husband is a train fanatic. So we model
Oh
railroad.
yeah.
He worked for the railroad. So everything we do revolves around trains. And we love to ride the trains over there.
Oh, that would be great. I have a grandbaby that would love that too. He loves some trains. And as far as on Insight Vacations, if they're not listed, you could always contact corporate and send them an email and say, "Hey, is this one of ours?" And if it's not, they will go in and look and see if that's one they can add because I have done that before.
Yeah, I was gonna send in that supplier request thing to see
Mhm.
if they are one of our suppliers.
Yeah, and they can say yay or nay and or check in to see if it's one that they could add. Anybody else got any questions? Travel questions, paperwork questions?
Since we're on the topic of insurance, or was earlier, with,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm kind of curious myself on this, with me doing a back to back, and it's one trip, how would that work? I wonder.
What's the stay time in between? Is there any
It's.
like
I
you
mean,
literally get off? Do you get off at all?
they
Or
walk you off. They walk you off to scan you out, and then walk you right back on. If,
you should be able
is
to
it-
just do your beginning date and ending date.
it's kind of what I'm thinking.
I
I'll have
mean,
to
that's
check into
what
that.
that's what I would think just from I've done several in Chubb.
But it's two different
And
bookings. That's
I
the only
don't.
problem. I just
mm,
wonder if they would count that as two trips or one single trip, even though
Well, the
this
one
is
I
two.
just did, trying to think if I did have to enter a booking number.
It asked. I was on there messing with it and asked for
Did
one.
it?
So I may have to call them and find that out.
Yeah, yeah. I would think you could do it together, but I don't want to say that and then that not be correct because I haven't had to do one like that yet.
So when you buy a year-long policy, do you have to go in on whichever one you purchase and every time you take a trip, do you have to log that into there?
Mm-mm. I printed out my policy and I just put it in an envelope and take it on every trip we go on.
So why are you asking about beginning and end dates, Justin?
Well, you can do single trips if you would prefer. If your
Mhm.
client doesn't want to pay a $600 annual policy fee, um,
Gotcha.
you can do a single trip.
Mhm. Mhm.
Um, I may just have to
See,
bite the bullet and just do the annual trip because I've got Star coming to Texas, got the Grander, and then we have Alaska.
mhm.
So
Mine
travel's
was
expensive.
let's see, I did it for me and my husband, an annual policy, and it was between $300 and $400.
Yeah,
So, I mean, it is a little chunk, but if you're gonna go and do it separate on every one, you're gonna end up paying more than that.
oh yeah,
So, I mean, I I personally would, since you're traveling so much, and even if it wasn't like a booked vacation through travel agents and you and your family go an hour and a half away to something, like, see, it's still going to cover that. So, and so we go camping too. So even if we go camping and something happens, that's an extra insurance policy that we have. And it covers things that just your medical insurance policy is not going to cover. So it's not just medical, it's um, vehicle accidents, having to pay, trying to think, like one of the, a friend told me that they had someone that they knew that had wrecked a moped on their cruise excursion. They did not have travel insurance. So not only did they have to pay their medical expenses, they had to pay for the moped. So they had all that extra expense because their medical insurance is not going to cover that. And they didn't have the travel insurance.
I have a question on that. So if you do the annual, does it, like if you did it today, would it be a year from today or does it start like January to January?
No, it's not from, it'll be from the date you started your policy. It'll tell you your ending date.
Okay, thank you.
Mhm. Yeah, on that Star of the Seas, I want to see pictures because my son said, he thinks he's spoiled now because there's no other ship that compares to the Star.
yeah, it's gonna. I anticipate it's gonna be phenomenal.
Hmm.
Before I got into this, my travel agent, she's actually still handling some of my bookings, but she just got back from Star and she said it was just amazing. So yeah, looking forward to it.
Yeah. Well, you'll have to let us know and post some pictures.
It'll be on there, don't you worry.
Do you
I
have
know
a
you will.
Facebook page, Justin?
Yes, ma'am. It's Firehouse Travels.
Firehouse
Mhm.
Travels. I'm gonna have to go look you up so I can see those great
Oh,
pictures.
yeah.
Yeah, I'll have some content going.
Oh, yeah.
See, I want to do a separate Facebook. Did you set up a whole new Facebook account or did you just do a page for that? Because I don't want, like, my Facebook page is locked down to friends only because I post a lot of my grandkids on there and I don't want them on, I don't want everybody under the sun to look at my grandkids. So
Right.
have y'all done a separate Facebook page or just a whole new account?
I did a
Uh,
page.
yeah, I turned mine into a business page, then connected it with Instagram for the Meta Business Suite,
Hmm.
and
Hmm.
then I post on TikTok. I'm I'm looking for any avenues for any type of that can produce income. So
Yeah. And
and
follow Justin because now I had to brag on him because you do have good promotions that you put out there and the way you put them out there. Um, so just following him would help with some ideas for you too. Because
thank you.
I'll say, oh, that's a good promotion. Can I use that?
What do you
That's
mean
what.
making income? So are you do so much in social media, you get paid for all your stuff?
Well, I mean, you have to reach a certain point to before you can get monetized, and I'm not to that point yet. But when I say income, just posting stuff and getting shared out and branching out and things like that for people to find
Trying
you
to
and
get
connect
more
with you.
clients is what you were
Mhm.
talking about.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
Yeah.
once if I continue to grow like I've grown in the last 8 months, which I'm pleased with, that day will finally come where I can start getting monetized.
Hmm. I'm sure you will. You've
So
grown.
you just made a page off of your personal Facebook account.
Yes, you can create a page and turn it into
Mhm.
a business account, and then whenever you want to, let me share my screen if you don't mind, Nicole.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
Oh, yeah, you may have to. Let's see here.
Let's see. Sorry.
Can everybody see it?
It says you started sharing, but I don't see anything. There it is.
There we go.
There we go. So now all you have to do is this is your business page here. And then you just go right up here. Let me move you for a second. And you just switch back and forth. So
Yeah.
I can control everything from my pay from my one account. And
Yeah.
here, like I said,
Yeah.
you
Okay.
just switch back and forth. And once I post something from my Firehouse Travels, it shows up in my feed, and I just share it off my feed as well. So I aggravate people to death with stuff because they have to see it twice.
I do that sometimes too, though, because most of my clients are friends and family. So
Mhm.
I'll put stuff on my page, and then it's also on my business page. So I get it. One way or another, they're gonna see it.
Yeah, I'm gonna make them see it.
Well,
Yeah.
that's easy to switch back and forth. I do that
Yes.
because in Google I run like my personal Google Chrome account, and then I made a separate Google Chrome account, and I can just
Hmm.
toggle back and forth. So that's
Yeah.
easy.
Yeah, that's what I do too.
Yeah, and every so often Jill will, put in the Cornerstone group about following each other's pages. Follow all the other agents in the group's
Hmm.
pages that you can find. Because
Yeah.
I'm gonna compliment Stacy. I can't never pronounce her name. Stacy Shireman or with Glitter Globe Adventure. She
Hmm.
does a wonderful job with, her ads as far as through Canva. And I'm always complimenting her flyers, and she's even sent me some of her links and changed them up for me and everything. So,
Hmm.
get in these other groups, and you're not stealing ideas, but you're
No.
copying. I mean, people put it out there, it's public. You can twist it a little bit if you want to, but anything that I ever put out, nobody has to ask. Just utilize what you want. I mean, this is what we're here for.
Yeah.
We're all here to help one another. So take
Yes.
anything
Kind
you
of
want.
like teaching. You're not stealing from other teachers.
No. You're sharing
You're
ideas.
just sharing ideas.
And
That's right.
that's the good thing about Cornerstone.
Absolutely.
It's a business, but it's a family business. It's really been shown that way. So
Yeah. We're not in competition with each other, and anybody that feels that way, it's not going to fit in very well. Fit in
now,
very well.
I mean, everybody has been so nice in these
Mhm.
3 weeks that I've been here, answering questions or
Yeah.
on these calls, because I've been trying to jump in
Mhm.
quite a few. So, just trying to learn as much as possible, but everybody is very nice.
Mhm. Because we all want everybody to be successful at this. I mean, this is a second income or either a primary income. And why would you not want someone to be successful at that and help them along the way? So, and that's what Cornerstone
Exactly.
is. There's not another company out there that's like Cornerstone. I can say that. So,
I know I was
yeah,
disappointed that the the thing that's in November down there is sold out, because I would love to go and meet everybody.
yes, I was at the first one. And it's so crazy because y'all, that's just been a year. And last November, we had, I think, maybe 200 agents and 20 people at convention. And this year, I think we're over 3,000 agents now. Um, and I don't know how many are actually going. She finally had to stop because that was all the block rooms she could get.
It was
If I'm not
150. It was 150 agent tickets. Not, and I don't know about guests, but they thought they
Okay.
was gonna have. They thought they was going to change the venue location,
Hmm.
because we're moving to the convention center next year. So
Yeah. And like I said, when it comes open again, just jump in on it. Because what it is, a lot of our suppliers will be there. So you will get to talk one-on-one with the suppliers, and they will tell, I mean, you can ask them questions personally and say, okay, what about, it was just wonderful to be able to meet some of our suppliers. And now a lot of those BDMs, like, they know my name, they know who I am, they know what company I'm with. And then you have we had our trainings with, Amy was wonderful, and some of our people that help at the corporate office. So I told her on the first one I would not miss it. So I wouldn't miss this one either. And I don't plan on missing any of them as long as I can make it. Let's see, what time is it? Okay, we still got a few minutes. Anybody else? Just input or questions or? And you can probably go just kind of skim through or type it in on our Facebook page, Cornerstone Facebook page, and find, because I know it's been posted several times. Hey, let's follow each other. Can probably go and search it and see if you could find it and get a lot of them and follow them.
I have used that search button on that Facebook page a lot.
Well, good. Not everybody does, and so the same question gets asked 100 times, and we're like, guys, it's in there. I promise. Just look. We want to help everyone be successful, but we can't do everything for the agent. Like you gotta get your hands dirty a little bit too, so to speak. Like,
Right.
you gotta do your research and get in there and do the trainings. But we're here to help you be successful, So whatever we can do to help, but also help you be independent and confident enough in doing it yourself.
So have any of y'all, Justin, you do Royal quite a bit, the
Mhm.
Coco K and Nassau. My client's going on the Utopia, and she texted me yesterday and wants me to find her. She wants a massage on the beach, like she did on some other cruise. I've looked at Viator however you say that, this morning. And I know there's one in Nassau that they'll come and pick you up and take you to a beach, but I didn't know. I've watched the Coco K trainings and I've looked at all the things, but do they offer massages at their resort?
no, not on Coco K. You just you'd have to look through Viator and
Mhm.
see if that's available. But no, Coco K doesn't offer any like beach
Okay.
massages. Yeah.
And so do you get enough in the basic, so on the day she's at Coco K, like I see there's a lot of stuff that you have to pay for extra. If you don't buy any of the extra packages, is there something there for them to do all day long that comes with the cruise fare to just go there?
Yeah, I mean, the only thing you're paying at Coco K if you want to get an overwater bungalow or one of the cabanas, or if you want to pay to go into the water park, that's the only thing that you're paying for extra.
Okay, so the rest
Um,
of it comes with it. Or if she
yes.
wants drinks, she'll have to pay for that
No.
because she doesn't have the drink package yet.
Oh,
So,
yeah. Now, if
yeah.
she don't have the drink package, and that's the thing about the drink package with, especially if they ever get to go back to Labadee and Coco K, the drink package goes on shore. So
Mhm.
everything's free in Coco K that you want to be, and there's plenty. I refuse to spend any money at Coco K because I'm not going into the water park because it's so expensive and it's so crowded. I'm not paying $2,000 for a bungalow. Not happening. It's crazy.
No.
They're offering Royal up for the star sailing because nobody's getting off the ship at Coco K. they're basically everybody's gonna stay on the ship, so they're offering like Royal up. My wife found it somehow, um, to do that. But there's so many free
Yeah.
chairs and so the free food.
Oh yeah, and there's chairs, umbrellas, and I
Yeah.
mean, so you've got good seating and covered from the sun without having to pay
Okay,
those crazy
good. That's
prices. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's why
you
I have
know,
to hurry up and book some trips so I can familiarize myself with all of these places.
YouTube, TikTok,
Yeah.
TripAdvisor. TikTok will be your easiest because it's just quick little videos about it. And but you know, personally, I like Breezy Bay. With me having, I don't even know that we're gonna get off the ship at Coco. We've been there multiple times, so I don't even think we're getting off the ship because I want to do the ship. But I like Breezy Bay. I like South Beach because it's got the floating bar. You've got Chill Island.
That's where we usually went, was Chill Island, but
And
like I said, it's
then
just personal preference.
yeah, and then the lagoon. I can't. Is that Oasis Lagoon? That's the pool. What's the little lagoon over there beside Captain Jack's? It's the little.
Now, if you hadn't asked me, I could have told you.
There's a little spot. You walk over the bridge. You walk over the bridge, and it's on your left. It's next to
Mhm.
Captain Jack's beach bar.
Yeah.
That's there. I can't remember the name of it. It's one of your first ones you come to. But yeah, there's plenty to do that you don't have to pay for at Coco Cay. And then Nassau, I mean, I wouldn't even get off the ship, especially if she's going to Utopia, because I hear it again. That's another beautiful big ship that it's plenty to do, plenty to see on the beach. But you're saying she's wanting a massage, so yeah.
I say the only massage on the beach many years ago, I'm sure it was Carnival, and it was in Mexico, and we just had someone just like take us all the way around the island just to sightsee. On the other side of the island was a beautiful beach area with a little club and everything. They had these cabanas out on the beach, and they were out there doing massages. So yeah, my husband got him a massage on the beach, but we just happened on that. You know, we didn't even know it was over there.
That's why I looked on the Viator this morning so I could see, and I did find one. So I'm gonna, just put her a few things together and say, here's some options and
Yeah, and I would just
so
do your
do we
research
get
too.
commission? Like if she decides she wants to buy a shore excursion and I go ahead and do we get commission off of that? If we book their shore excursion on the ship? Or how does that work?
So
Only if we do it through one of the suppliers off the ship will we get
Yeah.
commission.
Yeah, if you do
Yeah.
Viator short excursions group, you get your commission. And I done a one-on-one, I cannot remember her name. I done a one-on-one with she's from Florida and she works for shore excursions groups. And you'd heard the horror stories about getting left. And I just said, what is what is y'all's policy? And she said that if they do not get you back through the short excursions group, you get $1,000 per person inconvenience fee paid to you. You get lodging paid to you. You get food up per diem up to a certain amount if they make you late. So they have a 100% return to ship guarantee. So
And that's
but
through shore excursions?
short excursions group.
Okay.
That's
Okay.
a self-registration. But she works for them, so that's why I just straight up asked her
Yeah.
what's y'all's, if something like that happens.
So that is one that we can self-register for.
Mhm.
Okay.
And then you
Because I haven't heard of that one, so I'm glad you brought that up.
yeah. And then what I do is I've I've put a I've put it together. I got this idea from Johnny. I made a welcome email when I get new clients. I send them an email with a picture of excursions, talking about what you got options, and I put links in the email saying, here, check these out. And I do resorts for a day, Viator, short excursions
Mhm.
group, and send it out to them. And if they click the link, you'll get an email that they booked. So
Mhm.
that's another option. Yeah.
Thank you for that info.
Yeah, I'm glad I found out about Resort for the Day because a lot of times my husband and I, we don't really want to get off the boat. I mean, we're not going to be out there zip lining and that's just not us. We're not going to do it. We'd rather stay on the ship. But that hotel for a day, like we want to relax or either be on the beach. I can decide if I want adults only or you get lots of options, and I've been pleased every time I've used them so far. And it's not near as much as doing it from the ship.
Great.
Mm-hmm.
If you want a copy of the email, put your email in chat and I'll email you the what I send out to new clients.
Okay, I'm gonna put mine in there too.
Well, go ahead. Well, I got yours.
Yeah, you got mine. So just send it to me
But,
too.
okay. Yeah, I threw it in Chat GPT and
Yeah, I know. I use that a lot.
it spit it out. So
Okay. All right, guys, let's see. Yep, getting about out of time. Any more questions or just comments before we finish up?
Thank y'all so much.
You're welcome. I actually enjoy doing these, like just question and answers. I mean, just like teaching, and there's always something to learn.
I enjoy meeting everybody and speaking of meeting, when are you flying in for convention, Nicole?
That Thursday, I believe.
Are you flying into Houston or Washington? Oh,
Hobby, yeah.
okay.
I think that Thursday and then flying out Monday. I did it longer this time. Now, last year, I just did it like for that Friday, Saturday, and we flew out on Sunday. And we didn't know about ship tours and stuff. So we were flying out the day they were doing ship tours. So this time I was like, okay, I'm gonna go a day before and stay after Sunday just to make sure I can get everything I get. But that's just me.
Yeah, we're gonna fly in Thursday. Well, the reason I was asking, I know I assume you saw what I put in the thing. If anybody wants to, instead of paying for an Uber, they could ride with me and Jennifer.
Okay.
What
Y'all
time
going
do
in
y'all? We're going Thursday. We get to Houston at 9 o'clock. What time do
that
you fly in the
morning?
hobby? Yeah.
Yeah, no, we're an afternoon flight.
Oh, I was going to say
Yes,
if it's
we won't
coming.
actually be until later Thursday
Oh,
evening.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Which my husband's going with me this year, so um we'll do a rental car just because we like to drive around and sightsee. And we found the raccoons when we were in Galveston this last time, so we'll probably go visit the raccoons again.
Oh, okay. What's your email? I don't have your email on this account, Nicole. What's your
That's
email?
okay. Sensationaltravel@gmail.
Two N's?
Yes.
Sensationaltravel@gmail. Okay. Oh, there it is. I do have it. I didn't know I had it. Okay. I'll get that sent over to everybody.
Okay, thank you, Justin.
Mhm.
All right, everybody, it was a good Q&A. I wish you all the best. Like I said, anytime you have questions, reach out because somebody will help you and respond and guide you in the right direction at least. So
Thank you so much. This was a great session. I feel like I did all the talking.
well, no, that's what this is for. So I appreciate each of you joining us this morning. I hope y'all have a wonderful Saturday and the rest of your weekend. And let us know if you have any questions.
See you, Nicole. Bye, y'all.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye. Thanks, y'all.